Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. DeAgostini Collectibles Build the Moomin House, Box 21, Part 3. In this video, we're going to complete issue 88 of the build. Let's go.
Oh my god.
As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. With every stage of the build comes component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for issue 88. As you can see, first external wall, I don't know what to call it, plating, covering this blue here. We've finally got this. It's amazing. So let's have a look inside and see what we're going to be doing. So this is what we'll have at the end. We will have, you know, the internal exterior walls that we've been working on. We will be cladding one of them, and we were building a rope ladder. So this is what we'll do first in this video. Audrey, Glamour and Clark. Even more characters. Moomins under sail. Overcoming all adversity. I can't speak. I can barely speak. So this is the. These are the components that come in this stage. So as you can see, we're going to be covering the first exterior wall that we have, which is really exciting because we know that we're coming towards the end of this build. It's not quite over yet. There's still a bit to do, but putting the exterior walls on is. I've been looking forward to this part for a long time. The last thing I was looking forward to was building the roof, the exterior roof. We've done that. We've done the windows. I think we've got 2 more left, probably to do. And the windows, if you see the squares there, the windows go in those squares. So it's looking really good. Finally got here. Okay. And then we've got the rope ladder. And the rope ladder is here. Goes from the attic all the way down. So yeah, really amazing. So we've got this roof done. We haven't got the tiles on it yet. We're starting to put these blue cladding on, and we've got all the windows done except 2. We've got this back door's done. That's done. The veranda's done. This is done. I've still got to paint this exterior wall, which I'll do in a separate video at some point. See that 1, 2, 3 more three more windows on that side, probably 3 more that side, 3 more that side. Yeah, you can see a window there. We've done this window, we've done this dormer, and the tiles and everything. So we are covering most things now, and the exterior cladding is one of the big ones. So before I start any build, I just like to make sure that what it says we're supposed to have here, that we have in here. So I'm going to open it up. Open up the blister. Ooh. There's some friction on that. So here, yeah, it's very flexible. Very flexible. Wow, it is. Yeah. So we've got these two sheets of wall panel. We've got some string for the rope ladder. I don't know what this is for. This is a template, and this is a template for the ladder, I think. This is the rope. This is left and right. This is a fixing plate, and then we've got some doweling. We've got 4 pieces of doweling. So yeah, we've got everything that we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. We've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is we've got to get wood panel 2, which this is, and we've got to bend along got to bend along the vertical lines. Let's see. On the back, press a ruler along the vertical lines. Press lightly with fingertips, try not to break the piece. Hold the ruler with a clip. So we've got to bend along the lines with a ruler here, and we've got to hold the ruler in place with a clip. So they've got it like this. They've put the clip at the bottom on the line there, like that. It's kind of holding it in place, and then there's like slightly bending it on the line like that. Oh yeah, I can feel it cracking. Yeah. It's just to get the crunch out of it, just to give it so it can bend. And then I think we've just got to keep moving across just to get the bend we're looking for. And you've got to put the ruler in place so that it doesn't slip and you bend the wrong area and then it breaks. Yeah, see that now. So let's get that ruler where it is. Just giving it a little, and with all the bends that are in it, it will help it curve round the walls. So yeah, I can see that. I can see how that would work. So this goes down there like that. Like a little crunch sound. And I can see how if you apply too much pressure it would break. I see that. Just got to give it the right amount of pressure so that it curves. It needs to be there. Like that. Next. Just going to make sure the ruler is straight. It is starting to curve now. Turn the ruler around because it's struggling to slide across behind here, up the other way around. So just okay. Next. Just keep sliding it into the next panel line. It's kind of a stop it up, break it as I'm doing this. Okay, up there. It is curving now, which is really good. But yeah, it's a thin line between bending it and breaking it. So move upwards, along, should I say, move along. I'm going to have to clip it again because I can't hold it in place where it's supposed to be and bend it at the same time. Oops. Yeah, this is thin wood. It's almost like thick cardboard. You can hear it crunching as we create the bend on it. Line that up properly. As you can see, it's created a natural curve. Wow, amazing. Which is what we need to bend around the internal framing of the external wall. brought the first interior framework of the exterior wall. I'll just call it exterior wall, it's easier. So this is going to go on here. So we're going to got lots of glue on here. Lots of glue. So I'm just going to lay it on just to see where it goes to. So it goes to, just make sure it's lined up on to the edge like that. If it's in place the way it should be, let's see, press it at the edge there and down here. Okay, so it shouldn't touch this line here, so I know where to start gluing. So we start gluing here. Like that on this edge. Like that. We're gonna need plenty of clips to hold this in place. All the way down. Oops, like that. And then we'll start moving across. Much easier to do it this way. Just put the glue on like that. There we go. So you've got to lay it on in place. There's lots of glue on this now. Let me just line up the edges. I'm going to get glue everywhere, you know, all over this. I'm going to get it to move to the edge, like there. First clip in place. You can't see from there probably. But I'm going to start clipping it onto the edges first. This needs to go up like that. Need to slide it a bit more that way. Start from this edge here. Okay. Look at that. It'll all wipe off that glue anyway, so don't worry about the glue doing that. We need to pull this to the edge now. Continue on the edge. So I'm going to slide to the edge. I may have used slightly too much glue, but I want to be thorough. Let's slid up off the edge. Yeah, that's not good. It's slid up a little bit. Let me just see if I can just get it back down onto the edge. Like that. Oh, this is so messy now. So messy. Okay. Need to get it. Without breaking it. Getting enough clips on there just so it holds in place. very difficult to get some clips in, so get that in there, like that, and get it clipped like that, swing it around, checking that it's clipped everywhere now, where it needs to be. Yeah. So that's the first section in. Leave that to dry for a good while. It needs clipping here. I can see, I think. No, not there. Not there. Checking, align the edges. Make sure that the gaps between the panel walls are not too large. Next issue you will show how to conceal gaps. Align the edges. Align the edges, but I'm thinking this is not right. That's what I'm thinking. Because this is perfect, pretty much. It's pretty much perfect. But there's a, as you can see, there's that there, which I don't think is supposed to be there. Oops. Yeah. No. A little bit of overhang there. Yeah, there's a little bit of overhang. I'm gonna have to unclip it. Sorry, it's got to be unclipped. Because yeah, because of this window here. And that goes in place there. I have to unclip it and just slide it up slightly while I still can. To peel it off while I still can. It's just what happens sometimes. You gotta keep re-clipping. I'm gonna have to put that back on so it's come off. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. So it should align like that. That's the way it should align, like that, in that middle section. Like that. And it should align around both windows. Like that. Because both windows need to push through, you see. I've just got to move very quickly and clip it all together again. because the most important thing is the windows fitting in. Note to self for next time, just make sure that the windows are fitting. Make sure this goes on the edge like that. And I've got to get this back on when it's dried. Some of these clips flicked away, so I've got to be careful. Get them back on. And then leave it to dry. Yeah. So yeah, it's that's better. My window's better. It's a little bit iffy here and here, but this where the window will go is perfect. So I allowed quite a lot of time for this to dry. So we've got to put this in place. So we've got to glue all the contact points, as we did with this. So let's do it. Get all done. I know it gets really messy when you're getting the glue all over the place, but it's kind of what we've got to do. Like that. Just make sure you don't miss anywhere. So the most important thing about putting this in place is this window here, is that it's perfectly aligned. So I'm just gonna slip it in. So they're getting this window perfectly aligned like that. Oops. I'm gonna have to put some tape down to hold these in place. Make sure that they slide in a slot. So this needs to. It's not fitting perfectly, but that's okay. So yeah, that needs to come down like that. It's not fitting perfectly though, as you can see there. But I think the window will cover a lot of that up. So this is where it sticks to like that. So I'm gonna have to put some tape down to hold this in place because it keeps popping up. So I'm gonna use a little bit of masking tape just to kind of tape it down so it stays down like that. Same with this one. Yeah, masking tape's not a bad idea actually. So we just make sure it's all lined up, clean the excess of course, and just tape it down where it needs to stay down, where I can't put a clip, because it's very difficult to put clips on now because it's too thick. My clips aren't big enough, so we'll just get that down like that, and we'll tape it down there like that. And then see, yeah, it's slightly off there, but if I push it up, there'll be a gap here, and I don't really want any gaps. So yeah, so I need to hold this down. Just check what it's like on that side. Yeah, slightly out there, right there. Let's see if I can put a clip here. I may not be able to because of the angle. Right, put a clip there. See if I can put a clip there on the corner, like that. And then spin it around. Yeah, let's just have some clips going on here. I just hope that misalignment isn't an issue when I put it on the house. I might be able to kind of wangle it so it fits. We're just having these all clipped in while it dries. It's just about where you put them. So if I can have one in here, holding that down, like that. This in. It is tilting a bit, I don't like that. Let me just pull it back to about there. No, it needs to go back further actually. Let me just squeeze it and pull it back. To it's going to come off. Right there. Okay. Get some clips here. It's very difficult because it's quite thick in places. So get one in there maybe, and then one on this side. See how many clips I've got left. There, let that dry. Just zoom out a little bit there. So there, the whole thing. Just make sure it's taped down and stays down while that dries. I've got to wipe this over because it's got dry glue all over it, but you can see how it's looking. It's done. The first exterior wall is done. I mean, all I have to do is I have to clean all this up. Because of the dry glue on it. But as you can see, this is where the 3 windows go, and they'll go in perfectly. See there, it's a bit of an overhang. Because there's an overhang on the windows anywhere, it will cover any of that up, which is really good. So this is the first exterior wall to the house. And that's what we should be left with there. And this completes the first part of issue 88 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.